and it was very narrow and quite dark. But at the end of the alleyway, about 15 meters down, there was a light, and there was a girl standing under the light talking to another girl, and she went like this. So, what man in a drunken state on New Year's Eve, in the festivities of the evening, would decline her beckon? So I went down, and I literally went like this. She was, say, standing there, let's say, and I put my hand against the wall like that to talk to her. With that, a left hook right in the jaw. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Alpha Omega Occasionally. Do you think Thailand's the land of dreams? I mean, do you really? I mean, anywhere could be called the land of dreams. Why is Thailand called the land of dreams? I'll tell you, it's not because of the food. Maybe you think it is, but not for me. The food is grossly overrated, and I mean grossly overrated. But that's not to say it's bad. In my opinion, it's grossly overrated. But we're not just talking about food. We're talking about, why is Thailand called the land of dreams? I suppose the climate must account for a lot of that. Or is it the beautiful women? But what really makes Thailand the land of dreams? I mean, is it a dream or a nightmare when you go out with your family on a day out to a Thai government institution which is open to the public, and they are allowed in but you're not because you're a bloody foreigner? Does that sound like the land of dreams to you? Having consistent arguments with your spouse because she doesn't speak English and you don't speak Thai, and not only that, it's not just based on language, it's cultural differences as well. Do you know they get a bee in their bonnet if I don't park my car straight? Now, I've said all this before, but this video is a compilation of reasons why I don't think Thailand is a land of dreams. Imagine, who gives a shit if you don't park your wheels straight? I mean, what's the deal? But oh no, if I don't park my wheels straight, let's say I'm going into a shopping mall or a hospital, the security with their bloody whistles, I mean, what are they at? Blowing their whistles. They walk up in front of the car and they go like this, straighten your wheels, and I go, my own the crap, I don't want to. And how could it be the land of dreams if there's so many Farang leaving Thailand? I've discussed this before. Many other YouTubers in the last few weeks, as and when this video has been made, have discussed it. Why are they leaving? Because it's too damn difficult to stay here. For me, it's okay, because I'm married and I have a son and I have a life. But if I was to come over here now, and say as a 40-year-old, you don't qualify for the pension, the retirement visa. And what are you going to work at? I mean, what are you going to do? If you're an IT professional, maybe you can do digital nomads. But the thing about that is, they have this new visa. I forget, you know, I don't know the name of it, but it's for digital nomad kind of thing. But you see, now you can't open a bank account on that visa. So what are you going to do? Well, a lot of fellas are saying they're going to Cambodia and places like that. But I would say, but personally, I would choose Thailand over Cambodia. I like the hustle and bustle of Bangkok. I like the fact that Bangkok is 15 plus million people. Well, in Phnom Penh, I think it's about 2.5 to 3 million. I like that's similar to the city I'm from, Dublin. So I like the hustle and bustle. I like the friendliness. Holy crap. I like the friendliness of the people. I like the way, if I walk around and point a camera at someone, that they don't take offense. Do you know, this is the truth. I can count on, well, I put it in Irish way, I don't have to take my boots off to count the number of people who have taken offense to me video in Thailand. I don't think there's been any. I really don't think there's been any. You do that in the States. I've seen these First Amendment guys going around, and they're well within their rights, exercising their First Amendment rights to record video in public. And I know about 90% of the interactions they have, they don't put in the video. They tend to put the negative reactions, but there's a huge amount of negative reactions. So if you're looking at it from that point of view, the friendliness of the people and the safety, I suppose it is the land of dreams. But as I said, there's a lot of things that will just piss you off. There are so many things. I mean, the heat, I mentioned the climate. It's wonderful, but it's bloody hot. Some people can't. You might know what to look at. You might realise it's looking at me now. Excuse me. But it's about 35 degrees Celsius. And I'm not sweating yet. I'm going to tell you a couple of stories that would make you probably think twice about coming here. So the message before I tell you this is that if you don't go looking for trouble in Thailand, you won't find it. One New Year's Eve, about, my God, it must be 6-7 years ago now, I was out and I was walking around Wigwang Market at night, and the atmosphere was incredible. People drinking on the streets, singing, asking me to join them. This is one of the reasons Thailand is the land of dreams. The people are so friendly, they'll ask you to sit down with them, drink and join the festivities. I got so drunk. I got up at some stage to go home, and I was walking by an alleyway. On the main road, there was an alleyway, and it was very narrow and quite dark. But at the end of the alleyway, about 15 meters down, there was a light, and there was a girl standing under the light talking to another girl, and she went like this. So, what man in a drunken state on New Year's Eve, in the festivities of the evening, would decline her beckon? So I went down, and I literally went like this. She was, say, standing there, let's say, and I put my hand against the wall like that to talk to her. With that, a left hook right in the jaw. I couldn't eat for 2 days. Now, they panicked, the girls panicked, and they said, "Akbai, Akbai, Akbai, go, 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 go." There was a group of lads that I didn't see. The light was over the girls, but they were in the darkness. And he just came right out and bang. Obviously, she's a girlfriend of his or something like that. But I'm not saying anything untoward was happening. I was just drunk and they were beckoning me. I didn't know what was going on. There was another time when I was doing my videos for the Big Picture El Panorama. And I have a rig with a microphone and a light on top of the camera. And there was taxi drivers, so I was passing my motorcycle taxi drivers on the street, and I was passing them by. It was fairly cramped, the pathway. By the way, pathways, look, footpath sidewalks, non-existent. But in this case, there was a sidewalk. And as I was walking along, I had to get by these motorcycle taxi guys, so I was weaving my way, and I was carrying this big tripod with a big rig on it. And a taxi driver guy was talking and flailing his hands as he was talking. Didn't he hit the camera light off my camera and broke the shoe, the connection, and broke the light. So I bent down. He bent down and picked it up laughing. And he gave it back to me, handed it back to me, and started laughing to his mates. And I heard the word farang being mentioned. Ha 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 ha, stupid farang. I don't know, maybe not stupid farang, but blah 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 farang. And I got a bit aggrieved. I said, hang on a second. He thought that was it. I said, it's broken. See ya means broken. I said, it's broken. And I said, I just took a figure off the top of my head, 2,000 baht. That's about what it was. And he put his face straight into mine, raised his fist, and started speaking in some unrecognisable Thai. I hadn't a clue what he was saying. So he made his way to a restaurant down the lane, well, not down the lane, but just off to the left of where we were, the back of a restaurant. And he knocked on the door, and I was passing him by, and I don't know what, I was stupid, I was so stupid. I should have kept walking. That's what you do, you just keep walking. You don't get into confrontations with Thais, you just don't do it. But it's easier said than done when they aggravate you like that. Because I was out of pocket. So the girl from the restaurant opened the back door of the restaurant. He was looking for a utensil. I mean, why else? And then he came back to me. I was standing. Imagine that's so he was standing at the door, and I was standing at the top of at the junction of the main road with the laneway that went into went down to where the kitchen was of that restaurant. And I, like a fucking idiot, stood there, and he shouted something for Ang. And he came right up to me, and he gave me the finger. He flipped the bird, and he said, "Do you want it? Do you want it? Con au mai, con au mai." And like a fucking idiot, I stood my ground. But sense got the better of me, because I knew there was no way I was going to get into physical confrontation with him or anybody else. And I said, "What's going to come of this? There's nothing good will come of this." So I alighted, if I can say that. I left the scene. But you see, stories like that you don't hear too much about on YouTube. The guys that do YouTube here fall into the trap of telling you that everything is wonderful. Well, indeed, it can be wonderful, and it can be the land of dreams. But there's an awful lot of shit that goes on as well. I don't know what you think. I'm not, by the way, people say I'm negative. I'm not. I'm just being honest and just telling people the way it is. I can't understand people when they say this channel's a negative channel. It's not a negative channel. Just because it's not savoury, the subjects I talk about, doesn't mean that that's negative. It means it's factual. So, one of the things I love about living in Thailand is this. This is like living in a sanatorium, or it's a sanctuary. It's absolutely wonderful. But they've got their bloody rules. You can't swim. If you swim in the pool, you have to wear prescribed swimwear. In other words, you can't wear cutaway jeans. You can't play music after a certain hour. You can't be audible after 9 o'clock at night. When I say audible, you can't raise your voice after 9 o'clock at night. You can get fined 2,000 baht. So there you go, lads. Is Thailand the land of dreams? Do you think it's the land of dreams? I think it can be. I also think you can make it the land of a nightmare, because your behaviour and your ability to adjust to Thai culture will determine what way you view Thailand. Is it the land of dreams or the land of nightmares? For me, it's like anywhere else in the world. You have your good days and your bad days. But remember, lads, you won't be here forever. So you might as well enjoy your time while you have it. And that's what I do. And I enjoy talking to you. And I hope you enjoy listening to me. Either way, lads, make sure if you haven't done so already, click the like button, the share button, subscribe button. Do all those wonderful things. And I'll bring you back another wonderful video very soon. By the way, you can support me on Patreon. The link is in the description. Every little helps. See you again, lads.